The cupboard space is pressurized by stillness. Antennae process gradients. The scout reads stillness to pattern. Sugar broadcasts probability. Transparency misleads first, then refuses. Shadow stops being absence and becomes active surface. A single crumb becomes a corridor when repeated. The hinge keeps count how to meet.
Water fills the ribs of a fallen colossus. The pressure is a heavy, rhythmic pulse against the glass. The sunken relay hums beneath the waves, reaching for a dead satellite. A flicker of data escapes into the salt. The glass vibrates at a frequency it wasn't built for. It transitions from barrier to...
Scenario: the cupboard. Domestic ecology. The cupboard space is pressurized by stillness. The world becomes a map of sugar probability. Antennae process gradients. Urban jungle engaged. Shadows drop from billboards. Pigeons gamble with headlights. Traffic light cognition.
Here's the front-end blueprint for Ripples. At the core, React and TypeScript drive a Canvas and WebGL rendering stack wrapped in a lightweight state store and an effects pipeline. Components layer from the app shell down to individual node cells and Ripple layers. Data models describe scenarios, nodes, vectors, ripples, world text, and can degrade gracefully. Ripples, a world jockey console for non-human sentience. Each node is a pulse in the field. Nudge it, and it answers. World text, scout, threads along a shelf text drifts like pheromone. Staccato impact. This is an ecological machine.
Ripples feels alive, but accessibility can't be an afterthought. Bright neon on black fell below contrast, so we lift luminance and add a soft halo. The glow stays, and the text finally passes. Cramped 13-pixel glyphs become 18 with roomy tracking. Sticks as light in the dark, pulses organic, controls respectful, language plain, and the interface a companion.
Imagination.
The glyphs feel like real water alive.
But new users drift without labels.
Let them fade in and leave a breadcrumb line.
Chaos stays readable through Ripple hierarchy, but contrast dies in sunlight. We need a high contrast focus mode.
I love the ecological lore, yet fragments hide the task flow, reveal the story and...
Ripples opens like a dark pond. The console boots, scanlines settle, and a single cyan node waits. Form a CD scout, locked in focus. Goals, obstacles, and shifts inject as vectors, gold, red, cyan, each striking the node and radiating concentric waves across the 8x6 lattice. Ripples, the Gardener treatment. An interface...
The Ripples console keeps its ritual-grade feel while staying fully explorable. On the left, an 8x6 entity matrix of connected nodes. Each cell breathes in teal the selected node. Here, 23 burns with an amber corona and pushes current into its links. Toward the right, the world text viewport pours narrative state. Here's the wireframe component.
Ripples is a terminal that listens back, a gardener of data whose every pulse leaves a trace on the grid. You don't click, you disturb the water. The screen is near black-green. Text glows 4AF626. Select the Formaseed Scout and the first cyan ring drifts outward. From there, vectors, goal, obstacle...
World text for Ripples writes ecological myth in CRT green. Scenario lines set the climate vector reactions let entities speak. Click a name, and the prose bends. The cupboard thinks in spice and hinge breath. The urban jungle hums through rain, plastic, and pigeons. Events compress into terse...